Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we are jumping back onto the ladder with U7 Goku. I have changed my build slightly, not too much. I feel like in set 1 the kind of format has been figured for the U7 leader, so there's not really too much to be changing on this. Just kind of ratios here or there. Obviously the last few videos have been a bit of a losing streak for us. It's not been great, in all honesty. I feel like I've kind of been losing it, but at the same time it is kind of a welcome change because it's now showing me that I was not a god rank player. We're going to keep this, I think. It's a decent starting hand anyway. Yeah, it just shows that we weren't really a god rank player. And it would just mean that we were getting there just from beating bronze players. And that's not really ideal, to be honest. It doesn't really serve me, and it doesn't serve, you know, the lower ranked players as well. So I'm very glad that they fixed matchmaking, and we're now getting into the realm of playing matches where we are actually at that power level, which is kind of welcome itself. So we're going to charge, we're going to play the Roshi, take the life, do the shenanigans with the extra card. Let's see what we get from our top search. Honestly, these are all not awful, but I think we probably take this just because it's going to end up getting bottom decked and we only have 3 of them. I don't particularly care about the rest of these, we only have 3 of these as well, but again, into Vegeta, it's not really going to make all that big of a difference, so we'll take the double striker. And I think we could just pass there. Hopefully we draw into a hit in the next turn. Hit would be kind of ideal, but if not, we do have a Whis there to clear off any cantrips if he starts playing them. So he does run Mai and Vegeta, which for me personally, I'm not a big fan of that. The more I play Vegeta, the more I realise that the later you awaken, the better your game is. So I always feel that taking life through Mai, especially when you're up against a deck like U7, you're never really going to want to use it. Okay, there we go. That kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Hopefully he doesn't have another one. We're probably just going to charge an Android 18 here, but hopefully he doesn't have another because we're likely going to clear it from this. We're going to swing, we'll see if he combos off. Yeah, he does. So this is what Vegeta kind of looks to do here, is just defend his early life. Now that changes our game plan entirely, so instead of going into the Whis, we're going to go into the Krillin here. Takes that. So yeah, so it's something that the more I play Vegeta, the more I kind of want to stay at those high life totals until I get to 4 or 5 energy, and then I can start taking life. So a lot of the times, if people just swing 15 into 15, let's say, I tend to just take it. Sorry, I tend not to take it, I tend to just combo off. I'm not against protecting this, but honestly, we're going to end up dropping cards in hand real fast, so I think we can just leave this for now. The likelihood is it would have either been a Trunks or a... Oh, okay, or that as well. Probably won't swing with it, yeah. Now we could clear it between these two. It does mean we give up our energy marker for it though, which is unfortunate. We are just going to charge Frost. It's not going to be good this match. It looks like he's running a lot of, you know, the 25s, 35s, things like that, so it's not really going to help us. I think I'm just going to swing 15 here, you know. We'll see if he takes. Yeah, so he combos out. And then we're just going to kill this Vegeta. We are going to spend the energy marker here. Take the life and then we'll just kill him. And then we'll awaken, and then I'm actually going to swing with Whis. Whis is going to be a 15k. I don't think we're going to get much value out of it going into the next couple of turns, so I don't really care if he clears it. Or do we? It's just, if we get him into his awaken range now, that could be the better play. It's just if we swing and he combos out, it's going to be a real field bad. Because we're probably not defending this on the defensive side. So I think maybe we just swing for this one. Yeah, I think we can just leave him at 5 here. I think that's fine. We have a lot of low-cost bodies that we can attack with next turn. We've also got this as well if we don't see any use in the energy other than just sort of spending it to get a search. See, this is what I was worried about, is this card here, and he's now at 7, so defending this card's going to be a pain, because he's just going to swing 25 with this, and then he'll swing 35 most likely on his leader. He might put a 10k on this as well, just because when he awakens he will go up to 8. So there's a good chance he's going to swing 35 here. And then it would be a second 35, meaning that it's going to be very, very costly for us to defend this. But I think what we have to look to do in this next turn is just overload him with attackers. So we might have to play both TNs, Krillin, just try and build a wide board and try and deal as much damage to either his life or his hand as we can. Yep, there's the Zamasu as well. I should have attacked. I had a funny feeling he would have had another one. So he's got a lot of attacks coming into this. Does he just combo the Zamasu here? Yeah. So we're just going to let this one go. We'll just put out a super here. We're not interested in going down in life at this stage. And he's probably happy with that trade as well, to be honest. Okay, so we have another super combo. So we could go 30 and then a 20, or do we go 20 and 2 20s? That might be the better play. Just go as wide as possible. I think we're just going to charge this Android 18. Although actually, I'm trying to do the math here. A lot of their attacks are going to be on the 5Ks or higher. So I feel like the 10k is probably better than the 5, so I think we can just charge the Whis. Like, they're really going to swing 25, 35, things like that. It'll be numbers to that equivalent, so the 5k doesn't really help us. So we could go wide, or we could just swing into this and see what it does. We'll attack into here anyway. We'll see if we can just start drawing out some cards. That hit's a good card for us as well, because we can now play hit, swing it out, and we'll make it a 10k. Or he just does that, so that can changes the plan again. Yeah, I think we can just put down a TN for now. We'll just start poking away, and we'll see kind of what we can get from him. So he's about to go into his 5 energy as well, which is something we have to be concerned about. I don't think he will play his 5 drop. He might. He honestly might. Which is why if he does go the 5 drop route, I think I would rather have a wide board. So we're essentially just going to go even on cards here until he starts taking damage. We'll go the 18, why not? Okay, so Gallic Gun. Keeps his hand size, gets out the attack. It's a fair enough. So we built three cards up on the board here. 2 of them are basically going to be indefensible. The 18 also could be indefensible. It could be a bit of a nightmare. It just depends on if he goes into his 5 drop here. If feel like we need to protect as much of this board as we can. So I'm tempted to super here. We do protect this, but if he does have a 5-drop, right, he's going to end up bottom decking it. He'll probably swing into a TN rather than attacking our life, maybe. I feel like we really need the board presence here. We're going to do it. Let's protect. Because he's going to have to all in on 5 energy if he does this. Which means he'll have no open energy for any defensive Gallic guns, things like that. Okay, so he's just going to go that route. So he's just going to start swinging and returning stuff to hand. Makes sense, to be honest. Yeah, this makes complete sense, honestly, what he's doing here, because he'll end up swinging 25 into a TN most likely. And then he'll have a 1-drop go 10 for another 15 attack. Means we're going to have to drop our hand quite significantly. So he goes 25. Again, I think we just let this one die. Maybe defend one of these two here, because he's probably going to put a 10k at least, or maybe even a Gallic gun. If it's a Gallic gun, that's a pain. It means we're going to have to use another super combo to get out of it. Oh, the final hope slash. He's probably going to return the go 10 to hand, the 1-drop, maybe. Yeah. 35 is an unfortunate number. We will not be getting out of that one. I'm just looking at our next turn here, depending on what we draw, obviously, but this is not going to be the play. We could establish it and just not swing, because actually no, we couldn't, because if he runs the 3-drop Trunks SRs, which we've not seen yet, we just return it back. Yeah, he's not seen any yet, so it could be one in hand. I think we just have to let this die. It's too expensive from hand to try and protect that. It's not the worst card, you know, because we could use this to dig. We are going to have to take a life for it, which is the only thing I don't like. So, actually, no, we're not going to do that. I think we're just going to charge this, honestly. We'll go hit. We're just going to go a low-cost rush route. We'll not take the life, we'll reduce its power, and then we'll leave it at 20. Whis doesn't really help either. Probably play this just because it is going to be a 30k attacker. Just see if we can force that damage in. Yep. And then we're okay defensively. It just purely depends on how wide he goes here. We know he still has a 1-drop go 10. He has no more of these go 10, so it's good to know that he's not going to be sending anything back to hand. Obviously the last one's here, so unless he plays the go tanks to add it back to hand, it's not going to be a concern this turn. I'm not sure if this is worth the super, or if it's just worth a 10 and a 5. No, it's a tough one. I feel like these are just going to be a nightmare to defend because he's probably going to Pilaf loop these final up slashes and he's just going to swing for the 10k margin above constantly. It's a tough decision, honestly. He is just going to swing into this. So 25, 35. He could also Goku Black this turn, but his choices, at least from what's in here, aren't great besides this card. The rest of them aren't honestly that great. Nothing to worry about on that front. If he does run the Trunks SRs, obviously they are a problem because he will just bounce one of these back to hand as well. Yeah, I think we just let it die. Depending on what he does with his energy now, we might protect the hit. We know that he doesn't have a Goten, so we don't have to worry about that getting bounced back to hand from that effect. Could still be a Trunks though. Okay, so we called it. We did say if he Gotenks this turn, he would add back the Goten, and then he could still bounce it back. Which sucks, but there's nothing much we can do about that. And if we defend the hit, he will just play the Goten. So he's going 40. Okay, so he now can't go 10, so this might be worth protecting. Because if we attack with the hit, we reduce that to 20 and then this will actually kill it. I think we protect this, you know. That one energy. Yeah, unless he did his one drop go 10 maybe. I don't know what else he would have done there. Just charge this, I think. We could have skipped charge there, but it's not really that big of a deal. I'm trying to see if we can get at least 2 damage or 1 damage through with these 2 attacks. Because if we're at 6, we can play this, draw a card, and then that's 45, 55, 65, let's say. He does have a lot of cards in hand here, and we know that there were 10Ks, or a good few of them were, because he just added back 2 of them. There's a good chance he still has a Gallic Gun, and then whatever super combos that he has yet to reveal as well, which are a problem. We're just going to keep poking at 20 here. I don't think that's the worst choice in the world. It depends on... I think we're going to Roshi now. And if we draw into the 3 cost... Oh, okay, yeah, so we called it, but now we've got a decision. We can either go for 30 on that 1, and then we kill the Gotenks, and then we still have a board. I think that's honestly the better play. So I think we just do this. I'm tempted to play hit as well. Because we go wide, and then we can swing for 20 and 30. I'm not convinced he could kill us and clear board in the same turn. It's either going to be one or the other. He's either going to clear board or he's going to kill us. Or he's going to try to kill us, I should say. So I think we do this. We'll go for the hit. We'll swing for 20. We'll see if he combos out. He might combo out of both, honestly. He might combo out of both attacks, but that's fine. If we can draw out a super combo here, this would be ideal. Or a Gallic Gun. At least we get rid of that one as well. We could swing with this. Put a 10k on it. No, I think we're fine. I think we just pass on this. That one drop's likely gonna die. But honestly, I'm not that fussed about it. I think what I'm worried about here is a Goku Black into Gotenks. The Goku Black into Gotenks would be really painful here, because he can then clear board, and he'll regenerate his hand as well through the 2 10Ks he'll add back. This is going to go down to the wire. He's played this perfectly, and he's seen every Gallic Gun. I honestly can't really fault him. He's played this very well. The thing is, he realistically has to clear this, because he knows that if he swings at this with 35, we're just going to go 10 and 5. So he has to do something about this card, otherwise he's going to have to combo a card from hand, or he's just going to swing at hit. I think I spend these, you know. For every one we save, it's one more attack that he has to put onto the board. No, do you know what? I think we need to keep our hand. I especially want to keep this, because depending on what happens here, we could play this and this next turn. And then with this card, we could take the life. There's a 10k combo on this as well. Yeah, I think we just keep our hand. We're likely not going to get this combo. At some point, he'll play something that'll just get rid of this, or bottom deck it or whatever. So he's going to go for 35 here. Potentially. What did he add back there with Pilaf? Oh, it was Pilaf, okay. So he's going to Final Hope. Oh no, not Final Hope. Maybe put a 10k on, play the 1 drop, put the other 10k on. He didn't add back. He did add Pilaf, right? Reveal, play, reveal. Yeah, okay. So he did do 2 Pilafs. Oh, sorry, he added back the Pilaf in the Goten. Depends on how extra card heavy this build is, because he does run the Final Flash as well. And we know that there's one Final Hope / charge, there's 1 in drop, and there's 3 Gallic Guns used. Final Hope. Yep. There we go. Probably return the 1 drop, I'd imagine. Or he'll return his 1 drop, maybe. Yep. Well, this is dead, because we have no way of saving that. But he's out of energy now. Kinda sucks, because this would just kill off a Pilaf. But there is no, we don't even have the energy to protect it anyway, so there's nothing we can do about it. I don't think we look to kill him this turn. Yeah, we'll charge that. I think we just play the 5 drop. The target to kill is the issue, because we know he has a Pilaf in hand, so he could just add back Final Hope. and then in the next turn he'll swing at this. We've got a difficult decision here, honestly. Well, this isn't going to be free either way. It's going to cost a card from hand, or it's going to cost both Pilaf, so I think that's also fine. Or one Pilaf, sorry. We could put this 10k on. I don't really think it's necessary though. So this one is either going to be both cards from board. My problem is that as soon as I show this, he knows that that's what we're going for. But we do have the energy to kind of hold back on it, if we can just get one of these to go through. Yeah, we're just going to do this now. We're just going to get rid of the Pilaf. I don't want him having free combo power. And now that he sees this, he has to defend it. So we have 40, 60, 65, 70k on this if we don't combo here. I'm tempted to put 10 here. Because he has 4 in hand. We know that one of them's a Pilaf. But we don't know how many supers he has. And he hasn't shown any yet. So that could potentially be 2 or 3 supers. Oh shit. We've run out of time. I think our turn's over here, because I don't think we even get to swing on this. That's unfortunate. To be fair, I don't know if I would have attacked anyway. I think I'm fine with that. We force a response on his part here. We'll just protect that. Yep, Pilaf looping all day long. I was not keeping an eye on that timer, that was my fault. Yeah, we're going to let that die. We have this for the next turn. The likelihood is, with his energy remaining, he will still somehow kill it or remove it. At least this turn, if he attacks again, it has to be at our leader. Ah, of course. Yep. That's probably game now. Yeah, that's definitely game. I say that, it's not really, but it's just not great. We're just going to skip charge. Straight into the Rocher. We're not going to overthink any of this. Draw a super combo, which is our last one. We're just going to have to go 20s all the way through here. I'm not going to take the life on the Krillin, honestly, because there's no point. The only way we take life on the Krillin is if when I swing at this, he takes this, and then I'll play this. If he takes life, then maybe yes, but I'm not going down to 3 life. There we go, so he's comboed that off, which is good for us as well. I forget about this final flash card. I've been telling everybody I love this card, but I completely forgot about that there. We're also going to play Krillin. We're not going to take the life. Like I said, we're just going to start pushing some damage through here. I'm also going to put this to 30. Because she won't want to be at 1. And then we see what happens on the clapback here. We have a super combo for defending. He's likely going to swing his Vegeta into like the Krillin, let's say. Most likely. I don't think he would swing it into the Android 18 because it is a super combo and we're out. At least he would go 35 into 15 for either the Tien or the Krillin. This was a very long game. 30 minutes so far, jeez. Yeah, we're gonna have to let that die. I honestly think I use this here. Actually, maybe we don't. We'll let that one die. And here comes a Pilaf loop. Pilaf, and then probably Final Hope, I'd imagine. Could even Final Hope one of the Pilaf attacks. Just to make sure that she dies. Just to go 10, 1 drop. She plays. He'll return a Pilaf. So we know he has a 10k in hand. This should at best be a 20. We're going to protect this just because to kill it he has to spend something. We're out of cards in hand, so a Pilaf attack would do it. Oh, it's not ideal. The frost really hurts us here. Once again, I think we're just going to have to chip. We're just going to go 25, 25, 20. Like, it's the best thing we can do here. So he's comboed from hand. The next best choice now that he's on 1 is actually maybe to just attack into these. So we're going to attack into the Trunks, and we'll see if he defends it. Because you need to use both Pilafs to defend it, or that last card in hand plus a Pilaf. But if we kill that, Frost will stop this from attacking. Okay, there we go. We're just going to clear the board a bit. I honestly think I just attack. I want to get rid of one of those Pilafs, but it's probably not going to matter. I mean, that last card is a Pilaf, which we know. No, is it actually? Maybe it's not. No, it is, because he had 3, and there's only 2 on the field and none there, so he still has 1 in hand. Honestly, I would rather keep them on the board then. So I think we could just pass here. If we attack there and he comboed, he could just start Pilaf looping all over again. He has no more Pilafs in drop. What we need is the extra card, or we need the 5-drop. I've only seen one 5-drop. The rest of this isn't looking too good, honestly. We really... like, this game is just literally a grind for nothing now. Like, he's just going to sit back and defend on his Pilafs, and there's nothing we can do about it. Not until we see a 5-drop. But a 5-drop now isn't honestly going to help us all that much, because if these three stay on board, which they likely will, there's going to be 30k combo power there. Plus, we know he's got another one, and then that last one could be a super combo as well. So you've got 30, 40, 50, 60k combo, and we would need at minimum, like, I mean, he'd be 80k, so we would need another 40k. I think we've just kind of spent our hand too early. I think no matter if we draw into a Krillin or if we draw into another hit, we're going to have to take the life, because we need to start fielding something. He's sitting back on these Pilafs and there's just nothing we can do about it. As much as I don't want to take the life, I think it's the only way we can actually win this. Otherwise, every turn he's just going to be able to spend 3 energy and play these. I was worried if he had another one of them as well. That kind of sucks, because that obviously gets over the frost. And then he returns his Pilaf. We need a 5-drop, honestly. It's what we desperately need here. Well, that doesn't really do anything, although we can kill one of his Pilafs, I guess. Alright, let's end. We're just going to play it because we want to get rid of it anyway. This is just going to be a repeat of us going wide, pretty much. That's all this is going to be. And I'm going to swing Frost into this first to see if we can draw out that card. This is the grindiest match I think I've ever played on Fusion Modes. This is wild. We're going 38 minutes currently. If he attacks our life here rather than this, it tells me that he has his 5-drop. Okay, so he wants that dead, which is fine. There's nothing we can do about it. Zamasu, probably get rid of the... probably get rid of this, I suppose. I don't know. See, it's wild, just like that, the combo power on the board again is back to 30k. Like, just like that. And we're back to stage 1, all over again. And the problem is, if we now draw into our 5-drop, we can't do anything, because we kill one of these, he's got 3 more plus whatever is in hand now. Like, it's just an untenable situation. Like, we just have to find some form of self-awakener, and that's just as bad, honestly. We'll use it just to see what we find. I mean, I can't even use it for the 15k, Because even if we draw into a 10k, it doesn't matter. Yeah, see, it just does nothing for us now. I'm going to take the life with it. So we've got a 30k, which is actually not bad. So we're going to have 4 energy between these two. And I'm not using it for the plus 15. Okay, so we've got our 5 drops this turn. I'm honestly tempted to grab that. If we grab that, it doesn't really help us, right? We kill one of the Zamasus. And then we've got a 30k attack. But he'll just go 35 right on the clapback. And he'll just build his wall of Pilafs again, so this is not going to help. We need this. It's not great, but it's the only thing we have. 30k, we'll just watch him burn both of those on the field. And then he'll do his Pilaf chain all over again in the next turn. We don't have any cards defensively. Actually, now that I think about it, if he has a 5-drop, he just swings lead for 35 and then wins the game. Yeah. Have we seen all 4 supers? I think we have, haven't we? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so no matter what this card is, we can't win. Of course. So he'll double Pilaf and then 5-drop, or he'll Pilaf and just go Final Hope. Because if he goes Final Hope... Alright, okay. And what do you know? 75k. Oh god, that was such a grind, man. It was 43 minutes for that. Like the last 20 minutes of that match was just Pilaf, 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 and Pilaf. Oh boy, okay. Well, that was a really, really shit game. And now we are down to Masters 3. We are really, really circling out of control here. But yeah, I mean, I got bored through that match halfway through. I'm going to apologise. It's going to get uploaded anyway, but I'm going to apologise for those of you that find the matches equally as boring to watch as I did to play that. But it gives you a good insight into Blue anyway. You know I'm a big believer in Blue, so if anybody who's watching this video, hopefully you learned something from the Blue player. I mean, I still feel like we got quite unlucky there. You know, trying to protect our targets where we could was just a bit unfortunate, but yeah, it was a good match, so to speak. I mean, it was a grind. A 40-minute match means it was close, but it was probably a lot closer than it actually, or looked a lot closer than it really was, mainly because of the Pilaf loop. The Pilaf loop is absurdly broken when you start getting into those later turns. You know, we can play 2 or 3 battle cards, and likewise, they can clear 2 or 3 battle cards with like 35k plus attacks consistently. There's nothing we can do about it, especially when we don't have a hand. So, but it was a good game though. I actually, for the most part, I got bored, but I enjoyed actually just the thrill of sitting on the edge being like, I just need my 5-drop, and then the more I did the math, I was like, it's still not going to work. So, but it was a good game. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. I hope it wasn't that long that you all get bored, so apologies if you do. We're currently at 45 minutes just now. This is the new list. This is it as it stands. I'm not going to go through it all with you, so we're just going to end the video there. But guys, I really appreciate you watching, and if you haven't already, please like and subscribe, and I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.